And oh, I'm so excited. I'm a big Kane Brown fan, and he's here in studio. He's a country music superstar, and he's got a world tour coming up, which is going to include FedEx Forum. But I'm not talking to you about the world tour. I mean, I'm going to mention that you do have a world tour.
Yeah.
We're talking about this jumper first. So the Rockets put out this video. The confirmed Kane Brown can hoop. And it's you grabbing a basketball. And, I mean, it's an NBA 3 you're shooting.
Yeah.
And it's buckets. And it looks like you're a hooper.
Used to be.
When? I want to hear about the basketball career.
It was high school.
High school?
Yeah. I went to 5 different high schools, played basketball for all of them. So,
You played for every different school, so you had a different team every single year.
Yeah, the eligibility thing was it was complicated, but we made it work. And my very last year, they caught me, and I didn't get to play my very last year of high school. So.
What caught you how? What did they say? They say, you didn't have the transcript?
Yeah, I wasn't eligible. So I played like 6 or 7 games, and then I had to just sit on the bench the rest of the season. It was the hardest thing. Like LaMelo the other day when his foot was twitching.
Yeah,
that was me the whole time. I was like, put me in.
And that's your senior year?
Yeah.
So you played from, did you play from when you were a little kid?
I started when I was 8.
8?
Yeah.
And then you played all the way through high school.
Yeah.
And then at the end of high school, what are you going to do?
Well, I was wanting to go to college and play, and then music just kind of kicked off. But I went to FedEx first, started working for FedEx, and then went to music.
Okay, so how long were you at FedEx?
I was at FedEx for almost a year.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
And now, if I got the story right, you started posting videos.
Yeah.
Right, on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how people found you originally. And so is this happening while you're working at FedEx?
Yeah. So I ended up, so I started getting a little bit of recognition, and my manager at FedEx saw it. So at times he would just kind of let me pick my own schedule. So I'd be like, I'll be right back, and I'd go do a cover in my car for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'd come back to work. And then we would all just sit around at work after, like during our breaks, and just watch the likes go up on Facebook.
So wait. So did you have a following? Did you have a good group of people on Facebook before?
Yeah, so we ended up, while I was at FedEx, I had around 500 to 700,000 people.
No, but how? Like I'm saying, when you first started posting the videos, were you somebody that like had a bunch of Facebook friends already?
Well, I went to the 5 different high schools, so I felt like I had a little of a chance, to get some likes. But I was averaging like 60 to 100 likes, and then, one night woke up and just went viral.
What was the one?
I did I Don't Dance by Lee Brice.
Yep.
I thought we went viral. We had like 60,000 new followers, going from like 100 people liking my video. And then I did Check Yes or No, like maybe a year later, and that's when we broke into the millions.
Did you know who was responsible for making that one so viral? If you had put out a bunch in the first, was there somebody else that like posted it, was like, hey, check this dude out?
I want to say it was a couple of country Facebook pages that posted them, and they just kind of took off. It was just me in front of this horrible shower curtain singing in the bathroom.
So the FedEx guy, the boss, is cool.
Oh yeah.
So now he's behind this. He's enjoying this with you as you're becoming this viral.
I hope so. I hadn't talked to him since I left, so I need to reach back out.
At the time.
Yeah. He was cool.
He's like, yo, Kane, who works here at FedEx. You're becoming a thing on Facebook.
He let me leave work, come to work whenever. I guess he was just behind me and knew what I wanted to do. So it was the best place that I could have worked for what I was doing.
So who is the person that like reaches out to you first, like that like can actually really help you in the business? That's like, hey, I saw these videos on Facebook.
Yeah, so it was a record label, Big Machine, reached out first.
It did.
Yeah, I remember I freaked out. I went in my bathroom and started crying. I didn't know if it was real at first until I actually went to Nashville, and then I went to Big Machine. And then we had some labels out of L.A. reach out, New York, everybody in Nashville. So it was just such a surreal moment, and it came at me so fast. And then I did maybe 7 shows like in a bar. So we went from not touring at all to like 2,000 people in a bar, and then got thrown on tour with Florida Georgia Line immediately. So I had no idea what I was doing. I was watching them every night, just trying to see how they interact with the crowd and what they say, and it was just such a whirlwind.
Had you ever been in front of like a big crowd before?
No, I'd only been to one concert before all of that, which was Chris Young and Brad Paisley, and then in Atlanta. And so after that was my first time ever going to amphitheaters or anything. So I was a nervous wreck getting out there.
Do you remember the first show? Well,
my first show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where was it?
Darlington, South Carolina, and it was for I think 1,000 people, sold out. So we did 2 shows there. The first show sold out in 30 minutes, and then the second show sold out in 8 minutes. So we kind of got everybody's on the radar whenever they started seeing that.
Now, are you freaked out?
Oh yeah, but it was fun because I only had, I think, maybe 3 to 5 songs at the time, and we played for an hour or an hour and a half.
Yep.
And so it was a lot of covers. So it was basically me doing everything I did on Facebook and just bringing the songs to the show.
Gotcha. And that's how those people knew who you were.
Yeah.
Too. So that's what it's like play the hits. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, there's somebody else who'll play all the hits.
Yeah.
So when you go up on stage, how did you know what to say and interact with the crowd? Were you
Man.
just stealing what Florida Georgia Line does?
No, so I hadn't been out with them yet.
You hadn't been out.
Yeah.
This is when you're
This was
now
before.
You're just by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
it was, I went in, the energy was just so crazy and something I've never felt before. And I was just me, I was just laid back. I remember pulling my cell phone out on stage, like taking a selfie with the crowd, taking videos. I remember my first show, I wore like this gray tank top. And so going back, I'm like, what was I wearing, But it was just it's a learning curve. I just got thrown in and, just ran with it.
So what was the hardest part about getting thrown into it, right? Because you go from a guy working at FedEx,
Yeah.
posting videos on Facebook, to the next thing you're on like a stage, and you probably got handlers, you got people asking you to do stuff and everything else, and you probably got money for the first time, right? Like that.
Well, that was the funny part, was we got paid for the first time, and my band was like, how much do we get? And I didn't know, and we didn't have a booking agent, so I was like, dude, I don't know. I was like, they were trying to get like $400 each for the show, and I was just like, sure. My booking agent was like, no. But it was just, I don't know, I think the hardest part looking back now was just seeing the team and all the resources that I have now, and the resources that I didn't have back then, or the knowledge of being on stage or any of that. I feel like if I would have got put, if I would have known what I was doing and then doing those shows and had all the resources, it could have been much bigger from the jump.
Yeah. How do you stay grounded when all this is happening, right? When you go from nobody to like a huge star so quick.
I just still feel like I'm the same dude. Like I still feel like I work at FedEx,
Yeah.
I'm just grateful. So it was, it's just pretty easy when you grow up with nothing.
You didn't let it get to you.
No.
No, and there was never like a time where you thought this is too much. You know what I mean? Like in terms of so many people caring about you now, saying things about you. All of a sudden now, like I know you say you grow up rough, but I mean like if people on social media are saying mean things, you probably weren't. It was probably all positive before, right? Then now all of a sudden that you're famous, now you got a whole nother list of things.
Yeah, well, the good thing is, I started on social media, which is the biggest keyboard warriors in the world. So
you were used to it.
Yeah, I came in. I used to read all the comments, multiple thousands of comments, and they weren't all good. Right. So I had to pull back my temper because I realized if I say anything to them, they'll screenshot it and just be like, "Oh, Kane, talk to me," and it just gets blasted. So I just kind of. I've learned that there's a block button now and a delete button, and that's my best friend.
How many people do you think you have blocked?
Oh my God!
Oh, I can't wait for this.
I'm well in the thousands.
Thousands?
Because I don't care.
If they say one thing sideways.
Yeah, I don't need you. If you're gonna hate on me, then you ain't supporting me. So why should I care if you look at my stuff?
So it's
over.
You
know what I mean? Yeah, I just want my supporters there, and that's all I care about.
Do you think that you would, if we were doing like a blind and I brought in like other celebrities, and I said who is blocked the most, do you feel like you would be very high on the block lists?
Nah.
Oh, you think more? Who taught you that this is the best mode of operation?
Well, I taught myself.
You did?
Yeah, because I'm the type of person where if you're going to talk to me, I'm going to talk back to you. Like, I'm not just going to let you run over me. So I just figured that's the safest way to protect myself because no matter what, I'm always going to be the bad guy,
right.
Even though I didn't say anything. So it's just it's the smartest move to make to keep me out of trouble.
I like the thousands though. That's strong.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't get it. There are no second chances with Kane Brown.
Oh no.
No. If I say this song stinks,
well, a lot of
you're gone.
Yeah.
You're done.
Well, no, not that. That's people's opinion. That's fine. But if you come at me and just like completely just bashing me, then I have you don't get my time.
Right.
But everybody has an opinion. If you don't like the song, you don't like the song.
So, all right, let's get back to the basketball thing. You grow up and you're a fan of who? Because you're growing up in Georgia, right? Georgia and then Tennessee?
Yeah, so I watched basketball, but I like to play it more. And so I started watching basketball like sophomore year. And, of course, LeBron James just was taking over.
Yes.
So I was all about it. And then followed him for a while. And then just started liking players. So, like, love Ja Morant.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I followed him when he was in college. I had him actually going to the finals to win in my bracket. And everybody was like, why are you picking them? And I was like, you hadn't seen Ja Morant. So I was pulling up the highlights. I was like, you got to check him out. And so I like Ja. I like, Dame Time.
Yep.
Steph Curry is probably my favorite because he's just an average-sized dude, but he just, he shoots from half court. So, right. I don't know, man. I just love players.
So you just follow a bunch of players, but Morant's one of the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right. I also saw you are a big gamer.
Oh, yeah, huge gamer.
So you've got your own Twitch thing and everything? Like you stream?
Yeah, I don't stream as much as I would like. But, yeah, I stream. So, I just got the whole new setup, everything.
Yeah, so how do you get to do this, right? Because you got a wife and a kid. How are you pulling this off?
My wife's pretty lenient. But when she goes to sleep, that's kind of when I jump on.
Yeah, you wait for him to go to bed.
Yeah, you got she falls asleep around 10, and then I get to play until like 1 or 2, and then I cut myself off.
So it's usually like late at night. That's when if we're gonna. Is it all? Call of Duty is the big one right now. Warzone, right?
Yeah. I used to like I'll challenge anybody in 2K. Anybody. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
hey, bring up an Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you want.
Devin.
Come on.
Oh, Devin.
I got one on the bus that's 10 minutes away.
I'm gonna tell you this. I did this, and I was like, you know what? I'm nice at 2K, and Devin had me down about 70-10 at halftime. I couldn't even get the ball past half court. I'm like, bro, you spend way too much time playing this video game. Yeah. Ridiculous. We got that. This is all right across there. That's Grizz Gaming. That's the 2K League.
Hey, if y'all want to get some content.
Who do you play with?
I'll play with anybody.
Man, Kane Brown.
Play with anybody.
Kane Brown goes hard.
Who you getting? Who's he getting? Who you getting?
He usually
going with the Grizzlies?
Yeah, he plays with the Grizzlies.
If you want to play, who y'all play tonight? Chicago. I'll get Chicago.
Oh wow! So you are a 2K guy, and do you like just show up at the park?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So
are you Kane Brown?
Yeah, I'm verified on there, so I have a microphone above my head. So then it's like, but it kind of sucks that you do it because you get in there and everybody sees it and they surround you.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just like invite. And a lot of times it's like, are you a rapper?
Oh no!
And I'm like,
they start talking real crazy to you. I bet.
Yeah. Well, no. We had. So we played trios, like three on three, and we had them convinced for the longest that I was the baby. It was hilarious. They were like, mom, calling their moms over. It was awesome.
You kept telling them that can you sound like the baby?
Dude, I just kept mumbling. I was like, what's up, man? And like, and so all my friends were hyping me up. They're like, it's him. And so we played. We won like, it was cool because it was just free rep.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't missing. So it was like 15 games that we were just win. They kept getting back on the court, and so we just kept talking. It was.
Did you ever reveal to these
nah.
people? These people still to this day feel like they played 2K against the baby.
Yeah,
but they think the baby's awesome at 2K now.
Yeah, probably. But they were like, this dude don't miss. I'm telling you, I'm nice at 2K.
Have you ever met him?
No.
You don't know the baby at all?
Well, no, so my friend started it. My friend's the one that said that's who it was because they asked. And then I was just like, yeah, that's me.
Are you a fan of the baby?
I know some songs.
You know some of them?
Yeah.
It's better than just act like you're the baby when you're in there.
It was cool.
Well, on Warzone, same thing? Do people try you, talk crazy because they know you're a famous guy?
No, so some people, like, if I don't want to say it, if I down them, let's just say that.
Okay.
If I down them, then you get the talk back. So they'll be like, oh, Kane. And then I'll have, like, stream snipers. So they'll bring me stuff in choppers and just leave me money. And then, so it's cool. When I first got my first stream sniper, it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
And so do you have a group that you play with, like a group of buddies, or do you just go in there randomly?
Yeah, I've got like 9 to 10 people I play with, just whoever's on. I'll jump in. I love playing with...
How'd you meet them? Are they real life friends, or are they guys that you met online?
So I've got two guys that I met online that we've actually become really good friends. They were just at my house like 2 months ago. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Right.
And then I have people like DJ Silver. He's Jason Aldean's DJ.
Yep.
He'll play with me, and then Hutch, which is like Cole Sundell's merch guy.
Yep.
And just some of their friends. So like when I play with them, I go off because their KD's so low. It puts us in bad lobbies. That's what I love. But then when I play with my good buddies, we get more wins because they actually know how to play. But it's a lot harder.
Which would you say you are better at? Call of Duty, or like if I was going to put you in a tournament, would you rather be in a Call of Duty tournament and feel better about your prospects?
Depends who I'm playing
or
against.
The 2K tournament?
2K, it's myself, you know what I mean? So I'm very confident in 2K, so I would like to be in a 2K tournament. Call of Duty, if I'm with, like Nick Merckx and Tim the Tapman, then I'd play.
Those are the ones that you need to squad.
I need a squad if I'm going to be in a tournament, because you don't know if people's hacking or not. There's a lot of hackers in Call of Duty.
Yeah, all right. This tour, you're doing every NBA arena?
Yeah.
Is that right? Now, was that the plan going into it? Who hatched the idea, like, yo, we should try to do every NBA arena?
Well, it was my manager and then this guy over at AEG. What's his name?
Rich Schaefer.
Yeah, Rich Schaefer.
When
So,
you played Staples Center.
yeah, it happened when I played Staples. Yeah, so it was cool. And he was like, you want to see if we can do all the arenas? And I was like, yeah. Like, duh. Because I don't know if I'd ever have the opportunity to go to every arena in the NBA, and I'm such a huge fan. So whenever he brought it up and said that we got it confirmed, I was stoked.
Amazing. And so during this last year and a half, right? You can't play any live shows, anything. What has it been like for you? What has it been like for an artist in this last year?
It's been boring, but we've been hooping a lot. Yeah, we have. So
you play basketball all the time?
Oh yeah. Me, like Sam Hunt.
Now Sam Hunt was a quarterback at UAB, right?
Yeah, and
he was a college football guy.
Yeah, he plays basketball like he plays
Can he
football. Well, pick up. I mean, you ain't taking charges, so you're gonna move out of the way because he's just coming straight in the lane, like
a battering ram.
Yeah, and he's like 6.
Is he a big guy?
Yeah, he's 6'5", 6'6". So he's just
Sam Hunt.
Yeah, probably 215, 230.
Wow.
So he's just running in the lane, and I'm just I'm there. I remember one time.
Are you guys close?
Yeah,
we
weren't close at all at first. I mean, I would say we're closer in basketball terms because that's when we hang out and when we talk the most.
Where do you play basketball?
There's a rider in town. He's like the biggest rider of all time, I'd say. He has a basketball court at his house.
And so everybody just meets up at his house to play?
Yeah.
And it's all country music guys?
Mm-hmm.
So who else hoops?
Tyler Hubbard from Fort of Georgia Line.
Can he hoop?
He play a little bit. I think Tyler's super dad mode, so I feel like he's always worrying about getting hurt. I remember when I was out on tour with them for the first time, they were like, "We hoop," and I was like, "No, y'all don't." And so we were playing, and I remember I went up to block a shot, and then his security and everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Like, don't hurt the talent before we go on stage. I'm like, "Yo, I'm on this tour too. Like, come on now." But
they won't even let. It was not about him getting hurt. That was the humiliation
but
of
then,
getting blocked, right?
Yeah, but Aldean. So I went out with Aldean's camp, and Jack, his guitar player. I told him, I was like, bro, you should play for the Spurs. He's like 50 and got mid-range game all day. So I was like, you would make the team, but.
So Aldean's guitarist. Who else is the best? Like if I line you up and I say, all right, now we got to pick teams. Who else outside of Sam Hunt, the guitarist? Who else can hoop?
Supposedly, what's the There's another artist that just came in that's like 6'6". Supposedly he can hoop.
6'6"?
Dude, country music's tall, man. I'm short in country music. I'm 6'2", and I'm short in country music. Like
who else is a giant?
Matt Stell.
Yeah. I know Matt Stell.
Yeah, supposedly he can hoop. So and Jimmy Allen can hoop a little bit.
Wait, I gotta ask Matt Stell. He is new.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I don't think I've ever met him, but everybody keeps talking about that.
Yeah. He was a sports radio guy too.
Was he?
Back in the day, yeah. Matt Stell was.
Jake Owen challenged me in Florida. I have a trophy of me beating Jake Owen because they actually brought a trophy.
He's big.
Jake's about 6'3".
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Country music is tall, huh?
Yeah.
What about the guy that you got the hit with right now? Chris Young. He tall?
Chris Young about 6'4".
Sheesh.
Yeah. Trace Atkins is like 6'7".
6'7"?
Yeah.
Wait, the honky tonk, badonka-donk?
No, that's Toby.
No. It's Trace Atkins?
He sang Trace though? I thought that was Toby.
Yeah, come on.
Oh. Man, they're both big cowboys, man.
Do you want to hear an insane story about that? So years ago, the Grizzlies they're doing like a songwriter night. So they're gonna bring in these like songwriters from Nashville, and so they've got these guys that are set up, and they're like they do it like this bar. They're like, hey, we're having these songwriters. People don't know who they are. It's like, but would you bring them on your show? And because they're gonna do halftime, we kind of want to promote it tonight, whatever. I was like, well, who are they? And they're like, well, the one guy, he wrote Honky Tonk Badonkadonk. And I was like, wait, he wrote Honky Tonk Badonkadonk? It's like, you're serious? And they're like, yes. And they're like, will you interview him? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? So I interviewed. Guy could not have been cooler. He also was not the guy ever in a billion years you would think. And you know who it was? Friggin' Jamie Johnson. Who's like Mr. Outlaw Country.
Yeah.
And ended up, he had like a big run with In Colors and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, and then it was hilarious because he's like what'd he say? He was like basically just that they were super trashed at some bar in Nashville and wrote it down on a napkin. And the guy ended up having like a massive hit with the thing.
Yeah.
And they were all just dicking around.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens, man. Wasn't he here a couple nights ago?
Who? Trace Atkins?
No, Jamie.
He was?
That's what somebody told me when I got to the venue we were playing at. He was like, hey, Jamie, and somebody else told me to tell you hi or something like that.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Huh. So now you're doing like a private thing here in town.
Yeah.
Are you kind of doing that when you're going to different cities?
Yeah, so it's like 100 person radio show. It's a little private event.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you have played some shows here and there.
This is my
arena shows.
So this week's just been the start of it.
And then how much do you have to do with what the arena setup's going to look like?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm saying when you're going on a huge stadium tour like this, right?
Yeah, we get to pick our production and do all that stuff. So hopefully y'all let me bring pyro in here.
That's what you want to do. You want to shoot off a bunch of crap. I've always wondered, if you ever get, we went and saw Kanye in Nashville. He had the damn floating stage all over. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, I ain't going to have that.
You're not going to have a floating stage.
No.
But you could have, what? Maybe we can get you a bungee cord or something?
Well, no, I come down from the ceiling.
You do?
Yeah, so that's cool. Feel like Sting. But
I was gonna say you could do the AC/DC and swing on the bell.
Oh yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah, I'm named after Kane.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You are not named after Kane.
Yeah. At least that's what my mom told me.
Hold on. You are named after Kane the wrestler.
Yeah, Kane.
No.
Yeah.
And he's a mayor.
Yeah, he is a mayor.
Have you met him?
I haven't. No.
You've never met him.
Uh-uh.
So is your mom a big wrestling fan?
Huge.
She loves
Yeah,
it.
she had like Mankind's mask in our living room.
No.
Yeah.
And
Huge
she
fan.
loved Kane. Why
Yeah.
did she like this?
That's when
Now it makes all the sense. You said the pyro.
Yeah.
So you probably subconsciously,
No, I
your
just.
mom loved the fireworks, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
she loved Kane.
Yeah. Nah, her favorite was China. Remember China?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So she was a NWO fan too, I guess.
Oh, she was huge. And then my little brother's it kind of makes sense, but my little brother's favorite character, who would you think it would be?
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Oh, because he's like,
Yeah,
so
Kane's brother.
He's got a little.
Yeah.
Is he tough? Your little brother, I mean.
Yeah, I'd say he was. I mean,
Not. Kane defeated Undertaker in this matchup in the house?
oh yeah.
Yes.
All day,
This is-
every day.
Is your mom still a big wrestling fan?
Nah.
She doesn't care anymore.
Nah. She got off of it. But I mean, it's
Have you
it's
ever met
changed
anybody
now.
else named after a wrestler?
No.
I haven't either.
The other day, we were at Dallas, and there was a dude with a Kane jersey on.
Oh, that's Patrick Kane.
See, I asked the guy that
Yeah.
worked there. I've never heard of Patrick Kane. I'm sorry, but I asked. I was like, "Where did he get a Kane jersey?" And he was like, "Oh man, they have these things customized all the time."
No.
And I was
He
like,
won the Stanley Cup. It's like a huge store for the Blackhawks.
"Oh, well, but it was a Mavs jersey, so it wasn't like a hockey jersey."
Oh, it was a Mavs jersey?
Yeah.
But DeAndre Kane, he didn't make the league, did he? I don't think DeAndre
Yeah,
Kane
so that's
made
why I
it.
was so confused. So I was like, "No, I actually played for the Mavs like 5 years ago." So I was just, joking off.
So
but-
you watched it last night. You still watch WrestleMania? Or no?
No.
Oh, no, you're right.
Nah. Yeah, I've been out probably, like 8 years now, 9 years, something like that.
Oh, wow. Are there any team sports, any teams, I know you say you're a player guy in the NBA. Are there any teams that you live and die with?
Not really, man. And I will say, I'm a huge Curry fan. So, like, for the Warriors, when they were on that run, I was rooting for them. And then I was a huge LeBron fan, so it was kind of messed up because sometimes, I'd be for the Warriors, but then when they'd go back and back again, I'd be like, okay, LeBron, it's your chance. It's yours. so it's...
And basketball's pretty it. You don't care. NFL team, you're not married to one.
Yeah, NFL was a Falcon, and then, switched
and then
over
the Super
to...
Bowl happened
Well,
against Brady.
but then I switched over to the Panthers and then started playing fantasy. So then it just became players.
A free-for-all.
Yeah.
Right. All right, let me ask you about your music. The song that you think should have been a hit.
Song I think should have been a hit.
Well, one of your songs that you think, like, if that would have gotten the push, the other ones, the radio play, whatever. That's that one that you think could have been a big hit if it would have been given the chance to be.
I mean, I would say Short Skirt Weather, which is a big song for us on stage. But then all the radio was asking for it, and we never took it for some reason. There's another part of the story to this, but I probably shouldn't say it. But we'll just say I basically got a number one out of it anyway, because another artist took a song that sounded the same. So I got credit for it, and now I have a number one.
So that's the one though that you think should have been. Which is the one?
Yeah.
Which is the one that has surprised you the most? Its success, like you didn't see that being the success that it was.
Honestly, my first single, What Ifs.
The one with the girl?
Yeah, with Lauren. I didn't
Oh, that's a banger.
necessarily want to take it though to radio, and then they did because I'd already taken 2 singles before that, and nothing happened with them. Used to Love You Sober being my first song that made me go viral, which was a big song for me. But they took What Ifs. I was nervous about it. I think it took 43 weeks to go number one.
43?
Yeah, but 6 times platinum now, so it surprised me.
It took almost a year.
Yeah, country music moves a little bit slower, but it makes the songs bigger because it gets stuck in people's head more.
Yeah, right. So now, and then they're on the charts. Like once it gets
Yeah.
up there, it is hard to get it off of there, right?
Yeah. Especially if it research as well.
Yeah, and so you come from this different era now where you exploded because of social media. You know what I'm saying? So do you have a different opinion about the streaming services than, because you came up and that was already a thing, than many of the artists that have such incredible resent for kind of the way it used to be and the way it is now?
Yeah, no, I love the streaming services, but when I talk to other people, other artists that have been there before, they say that it was awesome, because people are physically buying your record. So like if you went to Walmart today and you bought my album, I would get a sale. Yeah. If you go to Spotify and you listen to my song, you have to listen to it, I believe, 1,500 times before it was counted as a sale.
I've got to listen to one of your songs
1,500 times to count as a sale.
I mean, I don't think there is a song in my life that I have listened to 1,500. I mean, outside of like Happy Birthday or something.
I Need You and
1,500. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one should I guess What Ifs.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I've listened to the most because it was on a playlist that I had. Like when you make a cardio playlist.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Well, I appreciate it.
Right.
Nah, but I think that's the biggest difference.
That's the biggest difference is that you don't get the sale, but in terms of making you bigger and bigger and bigger, it also gives it's kind of a catch-22, right? Because it gives so many more people access to the music to find you and become fans of you.
Yeah, but it is cool too because you get put on playlists now. So if your song's still streaming, then you'll stay in the playlist and you'll have people from all different genres listening to you depending on what playlist you get put in. So that's always good.
And how many people do you find that once you do the crossover stuff, like the Be Like That song, right? Mm-hmm. Where you're doing it, Khaled and those guys, like how many people do you feel like find you when you do stuff like that? What was the experience of when you've done like stuff and Marshmello obviously when he puts out the stuff? Hold on real quick before you answer that question. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Does he look like what you would think he looks like? I don't know what I have in my mind of what Marshmello looks like.
Yeah.
But he has taken off the helmet around you.
Yeah.
He's a big gamer too.
Yeah, he's a big gamer. I won't say no, but I beat him in a Call of Duty tournament.
Oh, he's a Fortnite guy, I think, right?
They're the same thing.
Isn't that what?
Just don't build.
So when you first met Marshmello, you have it in your head of what the guy looks like, right?
No.
You don't?
No, I have no idea.
Well, you're not. You're not going to go and you meet him face to face for the first time.
Well, it was.
Have you met him face to face?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And he's not going to have the helmet on.
Well, no. So the very first time I met him, he was the AMAs. I just had won, and he called me to congratulate me, and he wasn't wearing his helmet. So I was like,
oh, on FaceTime?
Yeah. So I saw him right then, and he was like, what's up, man? It's Mello. And I was like,
Mello made it right.
Yeah.
Then you were not shocked?
No, I just thought it was cool.
You were like, who is this stranger calling me?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but I was just like, hey, that's what, Mello looks like. I've kept his identity this whole time. And so when he wants to release it, then...
Oh, wait, he's a dude?
What?
Like we would know, no, I'm saying we would no, we would we would know him from another way other than being Marshmello?
Oh no, probably not.
Oh, he is okay.
You're really digging though.
No, I thought you meant he was like famous or something. And he goes by like this is like a side gig.
Yeah.
Marshmello,
No,
right?
that'd be cool though.
Back to what I was asking about the pop thing. Do you sense it when you get out of the country genre, when you do the thing with him, when you do this song Be Like That all of a sudden you've got all kinds of new people that are hearing you that hadn't before?
Yeah. There's because we get everybody's fan base. We don't have like a research of how many people come over. I've had some fans that was like, man, I discovered you off Be Like That, or I discovered you off One Thing Right. Mm-hmm. But as of that, I don't know how many people came and followed me from that. Yeah. But I will say, like, if I'm in a market and my face is up, more than likely a fan of Marshmello or a fan of Khalid or Sway Lee that I was on a song with was like, oh, Kane, blah, 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 put two and two together and come.
Right.
Hopefully.
Do people, can you go out
I get recognized a lot. Just I have a distinct look, the tattoos and everything. So I get recognized a lot. But I'm usually pretty good about just taking pictures or at least shaking your hand, and being nice. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people be like, nah, I'm eating. Leave me alone.
But do you go out?
Yeah.
You
I don't
do?
go out as much as I used to. I'm a dad now. So
Right.
I'm definitely a homebody. But when we go out, we have fun.
When was the last time you went to a supermarket?
A supermarket? I mean,
Yeah.
I go out all the time.
You do. You
Where?
go to like Kroger or wherever.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, don't.
When is the last
My
time-
wife was like,
When's the last time you went to the grocery store?
she went like last week.
No, I can't even tell you the last time. I don't even know if you've been to the grocery store.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, me?
No. Him.
Oh, I ain't
Last-
been to a grocery store in a minute.
Probably like 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, I do all the grocery shopping.
You haven't been to a grocery store in 5 years?
Man, well, she don't like what I eat. If I go, I'm getting Tootsie, or not Tootsie Rolls, but like some, I'm getting junk food, basically what I'm trying to say, and she don't like it. If I go, when she comes home, all that I have in the refrigerator for me is DiGiorno pizza.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I have. As long as I got that, I'm good.
Is that what you eat?
Oh, yeah. If I'm playing a game or something,
You
I'm like,
are
yo, I'm going to put this in.
DiGiorno. Do you have a specific one?
Pepperoni.
DiGiorno pepperoni.
Yeah, sometimes the three
You need an
cheese.
endorsement with them, right?
I really do.
They can hook
I
you
really
up.
do, yeah. All it's in my freezer.
And then you do not eat clean.
No.
No.
She tries to. Like, I'll go out. If I go out, I get like a steak. I think my cleanest thing I eat is like green beans. But this is about it. I don't eat salad. I couldn't tell you. I've literally probably had like 3 pieces of lettuce in my whole entire life, and it was like it was
Pieces of lettuce.
if I had it, it was by mistake. Like it was shoved in my taco from Taco Bell by accident. So, and then I throw the whole taco away.
All right, that last thing, when you guys are traveling, is that where you guys stop? Taco Bell, where do you stop? Like when you got the bus going around, you're going on this tour.
I'm a huge fast food fan, but I grew up, not being able to really have groceries in our house other than like ramen noodles and Kool-Aid. So, Taco Bell, McDonald's, like your main
You guys stop.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, we stop everywhere.
What would you say is the most common?
If I'm at home, more than likely Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
If I'm on the road, it's basically whatever we can find.
It's a free-for-all.
Yeah.
You don't.
And with my wife that is so clean and so healthy,
she can't
gets
take
tough,
the fast food stuff. Yeah.
It's, babe, do you want to go to Starbucks? And it's like, what am I going to get at Starbucks that's going to fill me up? You know what I mean?
I live that life too. It's mine's gluten free.
Oh, it should. She is too.
You're gluten free. Everything has gluten.
Yeah.
That you want.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's brutal.
And you can't go to any fast food.
No,
place.
she'll get me or she'll make pizza and then she'll have me. She'll be like, babe, I made pizza, and I'll bite into it, and I'm like,
oh,
this is gluten free. You know what I mean? I throw it away. She's like, you can't taste them. I can't. It tastes like cardboard.
What's on your rider? What's the thing?
We gotta make a new rider. My rider is alcohol and Funyuns, and and fruit snacks. That's my rider.
Alcohol, Funyuns, and fruit snacks.
Yeah.
That's a dream,
Yeah,
right?
that's my rider.
Now that feels like one of those things. Like if I ever get famous, and people ask me, what do I want? I'm gonna say I want alcohol.
I did that one time when my first 3 shows, I believe, and then I felt like an ass afterwards. But
What'd you do?
so I played baseball since I was 3,
Mm-hmm.
and so if I was having a bad game, my nana would always bring me green M&Ms. They were my good luck. And so every time she'd give me a green M&M, I'd hit a home run. So my first 3-4 shows, I said I want nothing but green M&Ms in my bowl. And they did it. But afterwards, I was like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing this because I didn't even eat them. They just sat there. I was like, I got a bowl of green M&Ms. It was like.
You just wanted to do it because you could do it.
I mean, everybody, if you. Come on,
That's
if you
the kind
got
of
to
thing
put
you're
a
not
rider.
going to be able to do post-COVID either, right? Because
Yeah, I don't want you digging in my M&Ms.
Somebody had to pick those out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they probably spit in it before when they were like, this dude.
What was the alcohol? I'm interested in this.
Man, it's it was like Tito's, and I was a big beer fan. But now it's Rumplemints.
Rumplemints? How much can you possibly have of that, though?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No, you can't drink a lot of Rumplemints.
No, I mean, yeah,
Like,
it's like you're
you do it
drinking
in shots?
No, so I'll get a solo cup and fill it like a little bit over halfway, maybe 3/4, and just sip on it, and then
Straight?
yeah, and then the time show
You are
starts,
a savage, brother.
time show starts, I'm good.
Roser, Kane Brown with the full cup of Rumplemints?
Oh man.
Yo, if you
It's
were one of
awesome.
my buddies, I'd be like, are you out of your mind?
No, but I'm good
you just
though.
sip on it.
Yeah, you just sip on it, and then
You
you
don't mix it with anything.
no, you got to know your limit, and then once you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, I'm good. I can switch to beer
Now the Funyuns.
yeah,
Is that what you do?
yeah, give me a Funyun.
You say now.
But the good thing about drinking Rumplemints is you got fresh breath the whole time. It's amazing.
And it doesn't, I guess after so long, it doesn't affect you as much, right? If that's what you had.
No, I mean it still does.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's 100 proof. So it's like it's perfect.
So I was looking at riders here. So I've heard about this, like Ludacris, the rapper, his rider, what he asked for. Whole wheat pasta, grilled chicken, brown rice, 2 fruit trays, drum-style wings, drummies only, Hennessy privilege, red wine, white wine, an iPhone charger, and 2 cases of lime Gatorade.
I'm easy.
Man, you are low maintenance.
Easy.
A bottle of Rumplemints and some Funyuns.
Yeah.
What
So,
was the other thing?
oh, fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks.
Yeah.
Welch's, are you?
Welch's.
Okay, so you are particular.
Yeah.
About the.
Well, no, I mean, I honestly probably rarely eat them. And what happens is they build up, and then they're on my bus. I'm like, ooh, Funyun. And I open it. You know what I mean? It's like
The only thing that is for sure gonna get used is the
Rumplemints.
Rumplemints.
Yes, definitely. But we're changing our rider this year, so we're gonna get some more stuff on there.
Kane Brown, he is going to be coming. Let me get the date right because the name of the tour is Blessed and Free. Saturday, October 23rd. That'll be right when the season starts too, right?
probably,
The
yeah.
NBA season will have just started because I think they're saying maybe the week before that is going to be the start of the NBA season. That'll be cool
Nice.
because it'll be during the season, right? It's October 23rd. It's a Saturday. Tickets go on sale April 16th at 10 a.m. FedEx Forum pre-sale set for April 15th at 10 a.m. And you got a big tour. It's nice. You know what, man? I am excited to just be talking about tours.
Yeah.
Somebody playing live music and they're like being people in an arena. It is
Yeah.
so. We go to these games every night. There's another game tonight. It is so damn depressing.
Tell me about it. Like I said, we went to the Mavs game, and I think it was 3,500 people in there, and it was there was
Everybody's
no
got a
energy.
mask on.
Yeah, there was no energy.
No Rumplemints.
I couldn't breathe the whole
Nothing.
time. It was bad. I had a hot dog though. It was nice.
Well, we will certainly be at the show, and tickets are going to go on sale. What do we got? 4 days from now, for Kane Brown's tour, which is going to be headed here to Memphis. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, Kane Brown. That's going to do it for today's show.